Hello viewer, if you are a subscriber and you're catching this in your notifications, this likely isn't for you. So feel free to spend your time celebrating the 4th of July if you're from the US, or just enjoy your weekend, so have some fun. This is for people coming from the GrapheneOS installation guide who are having issues. This video is for you. So our old guide's methods, and apologize, this is just put together quickly. This isn't high production value or anything. It's just to get you solved as quickly as possible and get you going with GrapheneOS. So I'm going to be reading from a script a little bit off screen here. This video is for people struggling to install GrapheneOS. Our old guide's method sometimes doesn't fully work, so I'm going to take you through necessary troubleshooting steps. Let's not waste too much time and let's just get right into it. I'm sure you're frustrated and you just want your damn ROM installed. This video is going to assume that you watched our previous tutorial, which still walks you through all of the steps. This video just explains why you get an error at some points throughout the steps and what to do about those specific errors. So if you need the additional context for the actual installation process, that video will still be very relevant and doesn't require an update outside of these troubleshooting steps. Disclaimer. Always check the GrapheneOS website. This is where you're going to find the most up-to-date instructions. This is the official installation guide. What we do is just kind of our stuff. We have no association with GrapheneOS, so yeah. Let's start with the basics, right? So these are just basic troubleshooting. Did you try a different port on your computer? Did you try a different cable on your computer? Have you tried a different computer or a different operating system or a different user account within your same operating system? Try these things out. Did you install the newest version of Android before starting? It's best practice to update Android to its fullest extent before proceeding to download and then try to install GrapheneOS. And lastly, did you actually follow the steps properly, right? It's possible you might have screwed up some there, so why don't you retrace your steps and just double check that you did everything properly, because it's possible you might have missed something. Now, most likely, if you're watching this, you already tried these things. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made such a simple tutorial, right? And that's okay. We have thorough fixes, and one nice thing about people flooding our communities with these questions is we've been able to fix almost everybody's problems, and I have put together different solutions. Thorough fix number 1. The first thing to try, which may fix things for you, is try using the SDK, so the Android SDK platform tools instead of the minimal ADB, which is what's recommended in the video. So I used minimal ADB to keep things as simple as possible so that ideally, it's going to make the process simpler for people, but it wasn't fully working for everybody. So this user here, Coop Habby, they laid out all the instructions, and this is in that pinned comment on the top of the video. So you go to the pinned comment, go down here, and instead of using minimal ADB, try out the SDK platform tools for Windows. The rest of the steps of the video are still relevant, just change out that one thing. Second, try things in PowerShell. So instead of using command prompt, you're going to run it in PowerShell instead. If you need help on doing that, that's just a quick search away. It's very simple and it won't change the commands. It's just going to be a different place to paste the commands. So try using PowerShell instead of the legacy command prompt. Third, and this is probably the newest one. So this is a new error because I'd never got it before, and it seems to be hitting most people who try to install. You have an outdated Fastboot. First, make sure you are using the most up-to-date Fastboot, and to make sure it's happening, make sure you're using the SDK platform tools. All right, so try this first. If this still doesn't work, there's a fix for you. So Matthew Soul, he says, once you download the newest Fastboot in the Android kit, here, let me make sure you can see that. You need to open the flash all script, delete everything from below @echo off to the empty line above Fastboot flash bootloader, then save the script and run it again. If you need help with this, here's the script. So what you're going to do, you're going to right-click the script, the flash all script, which is shown in this video. If you haven't seen the video, then it's understandable why you're confused. So watch the video. I click something called the flash all script. You're going to right-click that file, and you're going to open it in some text editor. It can be Notepad. You're going to delete @echo off all the way down to this empty line. So the only thing you're going to have left is this stuff. That's it. This may not be a recommended fix from the official Graphene devs because this is put here likely for a reason to make sure you are using the most up-to-date Fastboot version. But this, for some reason, doesn't seem to be working properly, and we are kind of working around that to have the rest of this to work. If you try all of this and you still get an error, I'd recommend trying everything again from scratch. Load stock Android back on your phone. Just follow these steps, but use stock Android. I'll leave a link to what the official images are, where you can find the official images from the Android site. I would do this on a new user account at the very least, and start from step 1, and then implement the troubleshooting steps. These from the beginning, right? The thorough. So I put through instead of thorough. You know what it says. And that includes using things like Android platform tools, use Powershell, and if those two didn't work, then try fixing the script. If it still doesn't work, and it's just a stubborn life for you, then I would leave a comment below with what your problem is, as it's likely something new. I do read the comments, and you leaving the issue below will make me aware of anything new that's happening. Then, after you leave your comment, if no one helps you and there's no comment below that already helps you fix your problem, you can join preferably one of our communities to ask some of our members who have been helping people along. And lastly, the Pixel 3a and the 3a XL are being discontinued. I think that was announced either yesterday or today. So there is more or less kind of a limited time to hop on one of these devices brand new. At least we can't really predict these things, but most likely we are going to start seeing these harder and harder to find brand new. So if you want to pick up a 3A or 3A XL, use our Amazon link in the description. It'll help support us, and also you get your phone. And it's still a very good price. It's one of the best deals, and the fact that you get pretty much a fully open source option is pretty dope. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this got you all fixed up, and hopefully you're using GrapheneOS or some custom ROM at the very least to get away from Google. Once you are fully installed, get F-Droid. Start using some open source software and have some fun. Use it as a phone. Enjoy. And that's all I have to say for you today. Have a great day and peace out. Happy 4th of July to the United States folks. Don't shoot anyone with fireworks.